Hey, Bobby Manning here. Welcome to TD Garden, where the Heat just finished up their shoot-around ahead of Game 4 tonight. 8:45 tip-off, as you know, and injury updates abound. More twists and turns in the series. I love what Josue Pavone said after Game 3, that you never know what's going to come up next in this series, and the next big news is going to be Tyler Herro missing Game 4 tonight with a groin injury. Said medical staff felt that it'd be better if he just held out of this one, and the plan, according to them for now, is to get him back for Game 5 in Miami. He struggled immensely in Game 3, felt that throughout, you'd have to imagine, and the way Victor Oladipo played down the stretch, you feel good about the interchangeability between these different Heat players. Jimmy Butler, of course, missed the second half of that game with knee inflammation, and although it got from a 26-point lead down to 1, Miami did hold on thanks to Bam Adebayo, Gabe Vincent. Just a variety of players on this team can step up and help out and spell their most important players, because obviously there's bigger ambitions on the Heat side than just winning Game 4, especially now with a 2-1 lead. So I've always liked that about Miami. Not only the interchangeability, players stepping up that you're not sure where they're going to come from, but the carefulness. PJ Tucker aside, obviously Spo's gotten yelled at a few times by him for trying to be cautious with his knee. Tucker, seen in an aircast here, the intention is to play for him, Max Strus, Butler, the array of Heat who are just on that injury list game in and game out. Here, the only one who's expected to miss this game, but you never know. Something flares up during the game. There are a variety of Heat, including Vincent Strus, Tucker, and Butler, all dealing with injuries right now on the Heat side. So although the Celtics, who also have Robert Williams and Marcus Smart questionable going into this game, are dealing with some major injuries on their side, you don't know what's going to pop up on the Heat as we go through the course of this game tonight. So both sides really reeling right now, and the bigger context of that is that the Warriors are racing through the West after a Game 3 win last night. They're going to have plenty of rest going into the NBA Finals one way or another. These two teams look like they're beating each other up right now, regardless of who's going to come out of the East. So Celtics side, no Ime at shoot-around, no update. Asked Al Horford how Marcus Smart, Robert Williams were looking. He kind of veered around it. We did see Smart. If you go back and watch our injury update video from practice yesterday, he did leave Auerbach center behind my back. Didn't see him. Would have loved to have yelled over to him again. Didn't get the peace sign this time, but did get him stumbling out of the door there, not looking like he was moving all that well. I think it's telling that he didn't drive, it looked like. It looked like he was getting picked up outside of our back center there. So don't feel great about Smart. Don't feel great about the fact that Al didn't answer that question. And just don't feel good about the injury as a whole, the swelling, the pain. Ime's characterization yesterday that's a pretty bad ankle sprain. I'd be very surprised if Marcus Smart plays tonight. So that leaves Derek White entering the lineup. He talked at shoot-around today about needing to be more aggressive. Here's what he had to say about his game. Eric, what's the mindset for you coming into tonight when it's kind of up in the air whether Marcus will play or not?
Yeah, whether he plays or not, just I'm trying to be more aggressive. I feel like the last game and a half just been real passive. So on both sides, just be a little more aggressive. Create for myself and my teammates. Just try to help us anyway. But I feel like I got to be a little more aggressive.
Can you take me inside that mindset when you're out there just trying to put yourself in that aggressive position? You know, what's kind of going through your mind out there, especially when you haven't been shooting as well as you'd like, you know, through your time here?
Yeah, I mean, sometimes you're just trying to get other guys involved, just try to do other things, but you just got to play your game, do what you do. I mean, that's just what the coach has been telling me, my teammates. So just go out there and just be who I've been my career.
What kind of feedback are you getting from Ime as you're going through what you've been going through? Like, you know, what are they telling you to emphasize to kind of get back to who you are?
Yeah, just telling me to be me. I mean, don't really sweat over the past. Just look forward to the future. We got a big game coming up, and just do what I do.
So it's critical White plays well. If Smart's out for this series, White's going to make or break them as a playmaker here, speeding things down. The Heat sped them up as they were able to out there with Kyle Lowry and others. back in the lineup, and that became the story of Game 3. The turnovers, the rushed possessions, the erraticness in the half court from Boston. It's still their biggest hindrance as a team. And White, coming to Boston, was supposed to be the guy who could aid that a little bit. Calm them down when things get hectic out there. Al's capable of doing that as well. They're going to have to rely on a variety of guys, so the pressure's not on Brown, on Tatum. Want to point out as well, Erik Spoelstra talking here at shoot-around, blamed or pointed the finger toward Payton Pritchard for Jimmy Butler's ailment in that game. Said they're not begging the league to look at it. It's probably too late at this point anyway, but he did say that when Pritchard pulled at Butler's knee through that game, that it was a non-basketball play, and made sure to let it out there, let it be known that they're eyeing Pritchard when it comes to the injury that Butler suffered there as he enters Game 4, questionable tonight. Not too much more to add on that one. We'll go back and look at the replay and all of that, but just throwing it out there, a bit of a pretext to this game. I'm interested to see how Ime and the Celtics respond to that accusation by Erik Spoelstra coming into this one. Robert Williams, still day-to-day, expected to be for the rest of the playoffs, doing better. They wanted that 3-day gap up to tonight's game, and of course it's a late start with the 8:45 tip. So staggering these games, is that the plan with him? We'll see. We'll hear more from Ime tonight. Pre-game getting going 6:45 here at TD Garden. Stay tuned for his updates on the injuries with the Celtics heading into this game. And of course, check out our great sponsors as we continue to cover the Eastern Conference Finals. Calm.com. I've been here for a minute. You've heard about the sleep stories, meditation, yoga. It's all there. And it's 40% off when you go to calm.com/garden. 40% off a premium subscription. Go get it. And of course, HelloFresh, it's still there. The great offer, it's still there. HelloFresh.com/playoff16. 16 free meals, 3 free gifts. What are you waiting for? That's the rest of the playoffs pretty much. You're going to get spaghetti, chicken, meatloaf, tacos. The tacos are unreal. And there's dozens of other options, some quicker options. It's all prepackaged, instructions laid out, and it's coming right to your door when you go to HelloFresh.com/playoff16. We'll be back here tonight. Josue Pavone, Ashrod Blakely with Jimmy and John in the studio. Celtics All Access and CLNS Media on YouTube. And, of course, check out our post-game show every single night here on CLNS Media.